My children are outpacing me. The years of their growth seem to have exponentially surpassed my ability to gather, temper, and hone worthwhile life lessons. I wish to unveil something truly meaningful in front of their eyes. Not unlike a Christmas morning when they were younger, that nervous excitement bottled behind their eyes as they tear through the needlessly beautiful paper to the treasure inside. But here I sit empty-handed, randomly throwing out pieces of advice I've picked up who knows where. Some of it no doubt the truth and useful, and some not so much. As if I'm just a conglomerate of buckshot. This piece feels like that a little, or at least the process of building it did. In fact, this piece almost ended in the wood stove multiple times. It started out not unlike a life, absent-mindedly innocent, and yet exuding pure, unfiltered personality. I recall when my girls were little, their characters seemed to come directly from within them. They were clearly not a collage, more like a predestined flower in bloom, one bright and excitable, living for the moment, the other quirky, introspective, and individualistic to the core. And then along came the age of conformity, to muddle the whole thing up. The walnut wood alone, with its dark chocolatey red hues and creamy-colored sapwood, had enough depth to it that if I just built something simple and elegant, it would have been a success. But of course I allowed things to become confused. I listened to too many opinions, to too many of my own and of others, eventually becoming a cacophony of indecipherable rabble. And all of a sudden the design became an obliviated juxtaposition of the congruent whole it had once had the possibility to become. It was time to step back, way back, and reassess it all. Is this thing a table, a jewelry stand, a personal vanity perhaps? Good Lord, I have no idea anymore. I may not know what it is, but I do know it needs clarity and unity. So how do I get back to it? How do I reestablish the roots, connecting again to the childlike concreteness, and allow the true identity of the piece to shine through? Quite a few years ago, Christ claimed that if we truly wish to find ourselves, we should lose it for his sake. Bold claim, no doubt, but I guess that depends on what his sake actually means. If he stands at the pinnacle, and all truth, light, and life bloom from there, then this claim doesn't seem so strange after all. Essentially, if we walk towards the good, we are walking in step with him, perhaps without even knowing it. And if our true identities can only be extracted from intent and actions that are pure of heart, then it stands to reason that if things get muddled, or one awakes one day to find oneself lost in a sea of darkness, then one only need to look around, locate the pinpoint of light in the distance, and step by step walk back in that direction, picking up along the way all of the pieces of yourself you disregarded along your descent, and if you continue on, you will eventually uncover new treasures that have been gracefully placed there awaiting your arrival. Now, how do I tie this all together? Maybe there is no need. Maybe this rambling has nothing at all to do with this piece of furniture. Perhaps its only purpose is to once and for all unveil what my girls have slowly begun to realize, that their dad doesn't really have all the answers. But he can direct you to the one who does. So when things get dark and you feel a bit lost, you'll know where to aim.